Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the biggest moment, the time of the year when so much hard work results in something that young girls who want to play professional golf dream of. I think that's fair to say. This year, the LPGA and its Symetra Tour have grown, and we together have shuffled the deck of cards. For the first time, the very first time, 10 full-status LPGA Tour cards were up for grabs when the Symetra Tour season began. 10. Not 5, not 1, not 2, but 10. That carrot is very, very big. It dangled in front of them as an opportunity of a lifetime. A chance to change a life, a chance to change a career, a chance to grow as a person, and a chance to grow as a player. It's a special 10 players who will soon stand before you as ambassadors. Ambassadors of each other, as leaders of the game, and as ambassadors of the LPGA, the greatest organization there is for women in golf. In just a few moments, the commissioner, Mike Wan, will share his thoughts about what it means to represent the LPGA and its brand. On behalf of everyone, I'd like to kick this off by saying congratulations to every player, top 10 or otherwise, who are here today and who played this tour this year, who made the final 10 who they are, who challenged them to become better players and people, and who made Symetra proud of their partnership with this tour and with the LPGA, and who certainly make the LPGA proud of this tour that we're all supporting here today. Someday, it may be you if you're not one of the lucky 10, but today I know that you will definitely be proud of how they'll represent you next year on the biggest stage of them all. Having been part of this game for nearly 20 years myself, I've personally seen many a young player come up with dreams and hopes to try to be the best, goals as well. The one thing that they need most is encouragement and support. I hope you'll give them that today. I hope you'll give them that tomorrow and every day next year as they represent each and every one of you and all of us on this stage and who support the game as well. Having said that, let's begin. Let's start with one of the main men behind our new partnership with Symetra. I welcome the Director of Marketing and Business Development for Symetra, Bill Edrington. Big round of applause.
Hello. It's a great honor for me to be here. This is our first year as the umbrella sponsor for the Symetra Tour, and look for more to come. We've really, it's exceeded our expectations. Our customers have loved it. Our colleagues have really enjoyed being associated with all of y'all. I do want to say a special thanks to the staff of the Symetra Tour, because y'all made our inaugural year very easy, so thank you. You know, I personally love the game of golf. I think golf embodies a lot of what's wonderful about the human spirit: hard work and perseverance, overcoming adversity, especially if you have a game like mine, but honesty and integrity. So really congratulations to all the players. We found that you embody those same principles that we strive for every day. And a special congratulations to the 10 players who will be competing on the LPGA Tour next year. That's a job well done. Congratulations. Thank you. I'm also going to give an award out to the Rising Star. And Symetra is a company on the rise. Many of you probably didn't know what a Symetra was until we started this tour. So we are a company on the rise, and the Rising Star Award is for the most improved player between 2011 and 2012, and it goes to Shasta Averyhart. She's not here, but she's very deserving.
In just a few moments, the 10 will be up here on stage with a card in hand. I don't know that they need a whole lot of motivation at this point. They've had it all year. Now they got smiles on their faces. But if they ever needed motivation, the guy who's coming up next is going to deliver that for you. I'd like to welcome the Commissioner of the LPGA, Mike Wan, to say a few words. You can do whatever you want. You're the Commissioner.
I think I can walk with that. You can tell Craig's been on TV for 20 years because he's not sweating. I think I've lost 12 pounds. There's a lot of people that have been thanked today. I'd like to thank that cloud for however long it stays right there. The black on the stage really helps with the heat up here for you 10 that are about to walk up here. You know, I was watching you on your knees there when I was walking up thinking, how old are you, 8 or 9? Are you 9, 8, 9? Imagine being 9, having a dream, and really having only one thing you want to do when you grow up. I can't imagine that because at 9 I wanted to be a glass blower, which is true. Still have options open for glass blowing, the Retired Commissioners Association. But you know, there's some players that are going to stand up here with us that have probably had this dream since 8, 9, maybe even younger. And to make it a reality is simply unbelievable. I think just for you all to know, you 10 that are going to be up here on stage, there's not a person in a blue shirt, there's not a volunteer, there's not a sponsor, and there's not a commissioner who wouldn't change places with you today. Because what you've done is simply unbelievable. You've realized your dream, and now the door is wide open. I was saying to a couple of you during the Pro-Am party over at the track, you know, if you make it and you walk onto that first tee, probably in Australia, walk onto that first tee like it's yours. This is nobody else's tour but the players. And starting today, when you hold up that card, you're on this tour. This is your tour. If somebody's hitting balls in your place, tell her to get the heck out, because that's your tour. Don't wait for somebody else to invite you. This is your tour from here on out. We're looking forward to many great things from you and with you. Also remember that for the rest of your life, your name just changed. You'll no longer be so-and-so, so-and-so like your parents gave you. You'll be LPGA player, so-and-so, so-and-so. And with that comes a significant responsibility. For 62 years, women have become professional golfers, and they changed their names from Christy Kerr to LPA professional Christy Kerr, from Michelle Wee to LPGA professional Michelle Wee. And the reason I tell you that is 9-year-olds like her, when they look at you, you're no longer going to be just you. You're going to be LPGA professional you. And with that, remember that you're moving the needle for women for the next 60 years. 60 years ago, women stepped up on a stage like this, and no one was paying attention. And 60 years later, you'll play in your first tournament for $1.2 million on 130 different countries will be watching us from Australia. So it's about to change significantly for it. We're looking forward to watching that happen. 2 significant things have happened here today. I want to make sure if you're a caddy or a player, we need to yell louder than we did last time. First, Volvik announced they're sponsoring a new tournament next year. Let me hear you. Much better. Much better. In Korean and in English, that sounds the same, baby. That sounds good. Orlando with Volvik. You know, a lot of times this year I've stood on the sidelines and I've watched players tee up a pink or purple or orange ball and have fans say, well, that looks fun. And that's exactly what Volvik is. It's fun. They're bringing fun to the game, and hopefully we're bringing the game to women all around the world. And so we're so happy to be partnering with Volvik, not only for fun, but for competition and creating great things for the future. The second thing that we didn't announce, and I'm not sure if I'm allowed to, but I can't help myself, is, and now you're hooked, whether you guys sign it or not. Symetra, as you know, is already the umbrella sponsor for the tour and already a title sponsor for an event on tour. Next year, Symetra will be the title sponsor of 2 events on tour. Which really means in 13, you guys will have to do 3, so no pressure. Perfect, perfect. Listen, we're all hot. I'm down about 20 pounds so far today, so it's been a good weight loss program for me. But I just want to say that on behalf of every player who's ever played this game, know how you're feeling right now, you 10, is how Nancy Lopez felt. It's how Beth Daniel felt. It's how Suzanne Pedersen felt. And I tell you what, it's how Yanni Sen feels every day. So just remember, the goosebumps you're going to have up here tonight are really happening all over the world and have happened for players just like that. Lorena Ochoa walked just on a stage just like this, held her card in the air, and then went on to be the #1 player in the world. So if you're wondering if you're good enough, stop. You're good enough if you made it to this stage. And you have every ability, right, and responsibility to take your game as far as it'll take you, because we're going to open those doors for you and let you walk through it as much as you can. On the back of our business cards, I don't know if I have it. Usually my wife makes fun of me because I don't go nowhere without a business card, including to the shower. The empower, inspire, and educate. That's the only responsibility you all have now. Empower, inspire, educate young girls, Empower, inspire, and educate our fans. Empower, inspire, and educate your family. And just remember that you have one thing to do for the next 20 years that you play on our tour. Leave the game better than you found it. It started 62 years ago, and in 2013 it becomes your responsibility. Don't care how you do it. Don't care if it's through a charity, through winning, through what you say on air, through how you treat fans, through how you treat young girls. When you see somebody like that who's 9 years old in a range and say, come on, walk this hole with me, you could put a player like that into a goal of being a professional. So leave the game better than you found it. That's all you got to do for me. That's all you got to do for the LPGA, and the rest will take care of itself. We're incredibly proud to have you. And if you don't think dreams like this can happen, listen to the next player who stood here just a couple of years ago and is now a top 50 player in the world. Craig, I'll turn it back to you.
I don't know if she wants the microphone here or if she wants to walk around with it, but if you want to walk around with it, you can. You mentioned Lorena Ochoa. You mentioned some of the other great players that have received a tour card and that opportunity as well. When we were talking about today's ceremony and how we could make this year's a little bit different, you know, see why it's different out here, we wanted to bring somebody back. We wanted to bring a graduate back, somebody who's been special to the LPGA, somebody who's walked in the shoes you will walk in next year, somebody who could be a mentor, somebody from my perspective who in my short time with the LPGA has been an absolutely phenomenal ambassador for all things LPGA. And we kicked around a few names, and to me it was pretty easy to come up with the person's name that we came up with. We are really proud to welcome the 2008 Symetra Tour Player of the Year and Rookie of the Year that same year, top 50 in the world. They're talking Ryder Cup today, but it was Solheim Cup last year, and it'll be Solheim Cup next year. We welcome Vicky Hurst to say a few words.
Thank you, Craig. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the 10 girls getting their card this afternoon. It was only 4 years ago when I was sitting in your seats waiting to get my card for the first time. And to this day, I can honestly say that it's the proudest moment of my golf career. I know just how hard it is to secure that card, how much work, how much stress, how much joy, and the many hours and hours of practice it takes to get to where you girls are right now. This is a dream come true, and I have so much respect because the belief in yourself is why you're sitting here tonight. When I was out here 4 years ago, I had come right out of high school, really had no idea what to expect when joining the tour, when I realized that the Symetra Tour is not only an opportunity to earn your card, it's a chance to meet and make new friends and learn how to manage life on the road, playing week to week, driving from tournament to tournament. I truly believe that competing for a year or more on the Symetra, this will give you the confidence and that competitive edge you need to succeed on the LPGA. And as a Symetra Tour alumni, I'm honored to share this exciting experience, welcoming all of you. You may find that the LPGA players are very competitive and very tough-minded, but remember, virtually all of them have similar backgrounds of your own. And although you'll find intense rivalry on the golf course, you can expect and no doubt will find many future friends just as I have. Be ready to see the world. You know, I've been picked up by an elephant in Thailand, ridden the Singapore Flyer, even climbed to the top of Christ the Redeemer in Rio. And I don't think I would have done any of those things without starting here, earning my card. I want to especially thank all the sponsors, staff, volunteers, Volvik and Symetra, and everyone involved for both allowing Symetra and LPGA tours to go on each year so that girls like me and the very talented ones getting their cards tonight can achieve their dreams. Don't forget to thank those of people around you, your parents, your coaches, friends who have supported you. Remember that they have gotten you this far and that they can help you succeed at the next level. Once again, congratulations to all of you. You deserve it. And I can't wait to see you and compete with you next year. I look forward to being great competitors and becoming great friends. Thanks.
Okay, we ready? Here's how we're going to do this. I'm just going to lay this out there right now so we don't have people crashing into each other with cards and cards flying away in the wind. We're going to call you up. We're going to go 10 down to 1. As I call you up, you'll come to the stage, you'll get your card. Mike Wan and Chairman Moon of Volvik will be to my right. They will help present that card for me. You will then go back to the end and we'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 will be right here. Everybody good? Are we sure? We're gonna add the fans, not just the caddies and the players. We're ready to give out 10 cards. I have a business card for you too if you need one. I have backup for you. Okay. Number 10. Quebec, Canada native, recorded 6 top 10 finishes, with 2 coming in the final 2 events of the year. Was the only player on tour this season to break into the top 10, fall out of the rankings, and re-enter the race, not once, but twice. Number 10, a tour card to the LPGA. Welcome to the stage, Sarah Maud Junot. Number 9, a Riverside, California native, was one of 2 players to be ranked 15 out of 16 weeks in competition this year. That, folks, is consistency. Played great this week. 5 top 10s, 7 top 20 finishes this year. Welcome to the stage, card number 9 to the LPGA, Nicole Smith. Mike Wan mentioned Australia, so let's go there right now. Tamworth, Australia native, the other rookie to earn her card, got her first career win at the Four Winds Invitational in South Bend, Indiana. She led the tour in driving accuracy and was second in greens and regulation. That recipe works, last time I knew, when you get to the next level. Number 8, a tour card to the LPGA in 2013, Julia Boland. Now we're getting somewhere. This weather today should not faze the next card holder in any way, shape, or form. The only card winner with 3 career victories. She won her 3rd this season at the Northeast Delta Dental International in Concord, New Hampshire. Clearwater, Florida native with 3 top 10 finishes this year. Welcome to the stage, number 7, a card to the LPGA, Jenny Gleason. If anybody's going to jump into that pool, not named the winner of the tournament here today, it could be Jenny Gleason. So stand by for that later, perhaps. Incheon, South Korea native, one of 2 Symetra Tour rookies to earn her card this season. She recorded a win at the Symetra Classic in Charlotte, North Carolina, had 4 top 10s, 7 top 20 finishes this year. Number 6 to the LPGA in 2013, Mi Young Lee. You know her well. She's been up here already today. She's pretty much given, with all apologies to the commissioner, the best speech thus far today. She got her first career victory this week at the Daytona Beach Invitational. It boosted her from number 22, this is what you call moving day, 22 to number 5. Viera, Florida native, recorded 5 top 10 finishes, led the tour in driving distance. Welcome once again, number 5 to the LPGA, Daniela Jacobelli. Okay, we go to Australia, we go to Thailand as well. This Bangkok, Thailand native broke into the top 10 just a week ago when she won the Vidalia Championship, her first career victory. She has the most top 10s, 6, and top 20 finishes with 8 out of all the card winners this year. She also led the tour in rounds under par in 2012. Number 4, LPGA Tour Card, 2013, Titapa Suwanapura. I had a great pleasure in spending a little bit of time in Vidalia, Georgia a couple of weeks ago and had a nice little chat with number 3. Wow, this is some special young lady. Dayton, Ohio native, earned her first career victory at the Credit Union Classic, had 5 top 10s and 7 top 20 finishes on tour this year. Proud welcome, the number 3 card to the LPGA in 2013, Victoria Elizabeth. And then there were 2. The Cali, Columbia native recorded her second career victory this season at the Eagle Classic in Richmond, Virginia. How did she do it? How about an 8-foot putt on 18 for the victory? She had 5 top 5 finishes in 2012 this year. The number 2 card graduating to the LPGA in 2013, Paula Moreno. Somebody has to be number one. Wow, what a thrill, huh? What a ride this year. What a season. Scottsdale, Arizona native clinched 2 victories in her first 3 starts of the season at the Sarah Bay Classic and the Riviera Nayarit Classic. Held the number 1 spot for 12 consecutive weeks on the Symetra Tour, having only played 6 events. She is the only 2-time winner on the tour this season, hoping for big things next year, and the LPGA probably expecting big things as well. Number 1 graduate to the LPGA in 2013. Please welcome Esther Cho. All right, we're not done. In the TV business, we call this a wing it or an ad lib. But I'm gonna help explain another reason why we brought Vicki Hurst here today. So Vicki, I'm gonna ask you to come back up here for 1 second. 2 of the players on this stage, it would figure, would be honored a little bit more than they're already honored with their tour cards. Somebody has to be the Rookie of the Year, correct? And somebody is the Player of the Year. In 2008, on the Symetra Tour, Vicki Hurst was not one, but both of those awards. So we need a photo op, right? We need a special photo op. I'm gonna ask each player, as I call them, to step forward and be recognized, and together I'll have the 3 of you get a photo. Our Gail Truitt, Rookie of the Year for 2012 on the Symetra Tour, Mi Hyung Lee. Get a picture. And gee, I wonder who might be our Player of the Year in 2012 on the Symetra Tour. Ladies and gentlemen, our Player of the Year for the Symetra Tour 2012, Esther Cho. And just to add one more photo, let's get Vicki with the both of them for a photo up in the middle. And why don't we throw Commissioner Wan in there as well. Ladies and gentlemen, one more big round of applause for the 10 graduates to the LPGA in 2013. Hold them up. We talk a lot.